Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And kind of breezy out here today. And it's beautiful. But what I'm about to tell you, I hope is true. It'd be fantastic. It'd be great for the channel, and it would be fantastic for humanity. Before I get into it, please take a second, hit that little like button, subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Ageless Multi-Collagen, which I will talk about later. Now, Mark Zuckerberg is a billionaire who runs Facebook, or as he likes to call it, Meta. Elon Musk runs Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, and he's another billionaire. Well, they've had a feud going on for a while. And recently, Mark Zuckerberg said he would like to meet Elon Musk in a cage and have a fight. And I thought, well, wow, Mark Zuckerberg would probably kill Elon Musk, because one thing that Mark Zuckerberg has been doing is, because he's got billions and billions of dollars, he's training to become a judo expert. And he's been in judo competitions, and he's placed in judo competitions and done really well. And what started all of this is that someone had talked on Twitter that Mark Zuckerberg got choked out at a competition. And Mark Zuckerberg was furious about this and threatened to sue Elon, threatened to sue the people that said it, and was like, that didn't take place. And of course, there's no video of him not getting choked. There's no video of him getting choked out. But again, it just started this whole great fight between these two guys. So they've been going back and forth, and Mark Zuckerberg finally said, listen, I'll fight you anytime. And Elon Musk says, I'm in, okay? Got some good moves. My favorite move, he said, is called the walrus, when he just lays on his opponent and doesn't move much, and then would tweet out images of a walrus just to infuriate Mark Zuckerberg. Now, they came back and said that they could do this in Vegas. Okay, now I'm telling you guys, if this takes place, I'm promising you, I will buy the best ticket that I can afford, and I will be there, and I will film that for the channel, and it will be great. It will be fantastic. Elon Musk says, listen, I really don't work out much. I, load my kids in the car and throw them in the air. That's the extent of my workouts. And they're really upset with each other, so it's nice. This is the backside of the back bay down here. It's kind of nice. Nice place to walk, and kind of private. So anyways, wouldn't this be fantastic, guys, if this went together? I mean, it would be insane. It would be absolutely epic, to say the least. So, two billionaires going at it. The fight is labeled Bitch Fest, and the winner will be the biggest little bitch, whoever wins. Now, there's going to be people who go, oh, you use bad language. But, I mean, could you imagine this? It would be insane, okay? I mean, of all the things in the world to do with money, having these two people fight is like the last of them. So I'm getting a kick out of this. The rhetoric back and forth is fantastic. And the fact that these guys are fighting as much as they are is absolutely nothing short of solid gold. So read the articles below. Do you believe this? Because I don't believe, I kind of don't believe it. I'm hoping it's true. God, am I hoping it's true. I'm telling you guys, Vegas of all places, oh my gosh, I'll book my flight tomorrow, okay? So just, it would be great. This is the ecological reserve in the back bay. Isn't that nice? Something different for you guys today. So we will see. Let me know what you guys think. Will this take place? What will be the name of the fight? And don't be upset that I use the B word, Dan, okay? It's a joke, okay? Could have used, I thought of a lot more worse fights, okay? But share your thoughts. Let's talk about our sponsor, Ageless Multi-Collagen. You know, as we get older, we need help in many different ways. And collagen is an important thing that we start to lose the older we get. Now, collagen is crucial for our health, for our looks, for our skin health, our nail health, our hair health, our eye health, and our joint health. I have been taking this for 2 months now. To give you guys an idea, look, this is open. I use it literally every day. And Ageless Multi-Collagen has been absolutely fantastic for me because it's 5 different collagens that come from 4 premium sources. Each scoop gives you 10 grams of active peptides. I put it in my coffee every day. But the reason why I'm talking about this so much is that a couple months ago, I went to my doctor, and whenever I see my doctor, because I don't get to see him a lot, I always go in with a laundry list of things that could benefit me and what should I be doing. And we talked about collagen, and this came up. So this has been fantastic for me, guys. I started running again, and my joint pain has completely disappeared. My nail health has completely taken off, my eye health. But, you know, the 2 things, my skin and the joint pain has completely gone away. Try this today. If you go to Health with Dan, you can save up to 53%. Try it. Try it for a month, guys. It's tasteless. Put it in a beverage each day, and it's absolutely amazing. But you will notice a difference. And go to healthwithdan.com and try Ageless Multi-Collagen. It's from the good people at BioTrust. Lots of crazy news in the economy, and always interesting, to say the least. First things first, a lot of real estate experts are stepping forward talking about how we're going to see interest rates continue to climb. And we're starting to see cracks in the armor for real estate prices. And we're starting to see people that are losing their jobs have difficulties maintaining the properties. And that's only going to escalate, guys. It's just not going to go away anytime soon. Another thing is, you know, the Fed has said we're going to raise interest rates. So they're not going down, guys. This is the real estate experts that write me and tell me that it's just a matter of time. And they keep sending me the Barbara Corcoran interview where she says, buy your house now and watch things take off when the interest rates drop. What, in 2025? I mean, come on, guys. Okay, it's just the likelihood of that happening, you know, in a month is crazy. And once again, home buying season ends at 4th of July. And people can tell me how wrong I am, and I've sold so many properties, Dan, during the summer. The good agents always do. But the likelihood of it continuing is crazy. Kevin Costner is getting divorced right now. And he was fighting with his estranged wife, and she locked him out of the house, but she started, you know, going on the offensive. And guess what? She wants a little child support right now, which is, you know, she's got 3 kids and need to take care of them. The only problem is she wants $248,000 a month. So do you have a problem? Okay. How bad's your problem? Do you have a Kevin Costner type problem? She says, Kevin makes $1.5 million a month, and this is just a drop in the bucket for Mr. Costner. So, wow. But my kids need to be left to the, you know, lifestyle that they're accustomed to. And I just dropped my collagen, so carrying it with me. Anyways, 248 grand a month. So, fellas, we've all been there. How much am I supposed to pay? Okay. That's horrific, guys. So, gas prices are going up again. And, you know, you're going to see, you know, oil prices dropped a little bit, but gas prices are going up. But here's the crazy thing. Gas prices in California are no longer the highest gas prices in the country. Isn't that nuts? Washington State has the highest gas prices. I have a relative and some friends that live there, and I reached out to them and said, is it really? Oh, yeah, it's really expensive, Uncle Dan. So crazy, guys. So, you know. Sorry. Oh, that's okay. So, anyways, you know, are you seeing a spike for summer? Because that's generally what's going to happen. So, share your thoughts on this. Now, some more real estate news and a couple staggering figures for you out there. The first thing is that home prices on an average across the country are 44% higher than they were pre-pandemic, meaning 2019. Man, oh man, guys, that's still a ton. It's so high right now that you've got to take a look at this. You've got to look at, just that number alone. I don't know how people are doing it. I really don't. Because when I see people buy houses, because I always do the sick thing where I sit there and, you don't know what people's financial situations is. And I have a saying where I don't look in somebody else's pocket. But when you see a house sell for $1.2 million and you find out that with 20% down that their payment would roughly be about, $6,500 pre-taxes, and then they've got, about $15,000 a year in taxes, and so on and so forth. You start to add it up and you look at the rents in the neighborhood and they're $3,000 a month. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Somebody sent me something that you're going to start seeing as a trend, because I started talking to realtors. I spoke to 2 realtors that said, I've never heard of that, but what a great idea. And I'm like, well, how invasive? Now, we've all had wacky stories with landlords and things like that. How about this one? This was sent to me, and I didn't get the okay to use the person's name, so I'm not going to use it. But there's a real estate company in Florida that said, listen, fill this out online. We're not speaking to you. You're going to pay a $75 application fee. If you get to the next round, then what we want to do is we want to schedule a home inspection. We want to walk through your existing property to see how you live. And we will schedule it within 48 hours. So be ready. Huh? Think about this. There's times I travel, okay? Cleaning lady's not always there, and oh yeah, I got to unpack that suitcase. Imagine them just coming by and, you live kind of like a bachelor. Yeah, I guess I am now. So, okay, thanks. Nuts, huh? Isn't that crazy? Crazy, crazy, crazy. So they're going to start inspecting people's houses with this, okay? So, but realtors, they were like, I've never heard of that, but what a great idea. So imagine that. What's your condition? Well, I'm between places right now. I'm living in the car. I'm living at a buddy's house right now. What if you're doing that right now? We don't care. We want to come by and inspect it. Okay. Now here's something else that is absolutely staggering, and that is KB Homes. KB Homes talked about their cancellation rate the last quarter of 2022, which hit a peak of 72%. 72% of the people that bought a house before it was completed canceled. It is at 68% right now. It is still staggering. Jeffrey Mesger, that's why I looked away from you guys, was the CEO. He is the CEO of KB Homes. And he said, hey, we've got to get real estate investors involved in the buying process again, because there's going to be excess inventory. Huh, well, if you have extra bananas and apples, do they get premium prices? They kind of put them on sale, don't they? Okay, so I think you're going to see houses go on sale, guys. But people are canceling this. What people are doing is they're not being able to afford the properties. I am telling you guys that I have talked to many realtors that have had people close escrow in the last 90 days at over 8.25%, 8.37, 8.4, 8.29%. And from what they were quoted to what it was when the house closed escrow, the cheapest deal was $1,400 more a month when they originally put the house in contract to what reality was. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. This is just going to be very, very interesting. But the invasion of privacy continues, guys. It's not going to slow down. People are going to get better, Dan. They're going to get nicer. Now, no, they're going to be more restrictive. And I have a relative who is a landlord who doesn't speak to the applicants prior to the application process. They go through a firm, they fill out a online portal, and the online portal gives them one of three things: a stop sign which is no, don't rent to these people, a caution sign, here's the problems with this, or a green light, go. That simple. And they just throw away the yellows and the reds and don't even look at the people's name. Could care less. They're not a good, not a good candidate for their home. So, Scott Walters, realtor in Santa Barbara, told me something 2 years ago that was amazing. And that he recommends that people do a thing called a rent resume, like you would with your job resume, or when you're going to go on LinkedIn and talk about, why you're a good candidate for this home. Now, one thing that's worked tremendously for me, with a divorce and with all the shenanigans and the business closing and everything that's happened to me, you have to, what makes you a good candidate to be in my home? And you're a single dad. Well, I would write letters, guys. I would write letters and I'd put pictures of my kids and I would, put my son on the baseball team and say he's got to live here. And, I included the map of the school boundary on one of them that got me one of the houses. And it works, guys. People want the human touch. I had one house with 41 people in front of me. 41. We chose you for that letter, Dan. So shenanigans work sometimes. Okay? Let me know what you guys are thinking about this stuff so far. The hits just keep on coming when it comes to the potential fight of the century between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Think about this. The betting sites like DraftKings and other ones have started to post odds for the site. As I'm filming this video, I got this sent to me. And this is amazing, guys. DraftKings is listing Mark Zuckerberg as 140 to 100 betting, meaning that you'd have to bet up $140 to win 100 over Elon Musk. And Elon Musk, you'd have to bet 110 to win 100 at DraftKings. And they're saying that, Mark's got a judo background and he knows his stuff. The other thing that's crazy is that Bravada, which is another betting site, has it almost reversed. If you bet $100 on Elon Musk at Bravada, they'll give you $150. And again, there are degenerate gamblers that will be throwing their money at this stuff. Now, if the fight doesn't take place, you get your money back. But man, oh man, is that crazy? Because it just seems ludicrous to me. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. But the gambling sites have already got this set up, and there's more stories. I mean, just the heated war between these guys and the words. And the second story I found below is just great. 100 concert goers were hit by hail, and I'm like, oh, when did that happen? No, it was this week, guys. And there's no joke here because they were seeing one guy from One Direction, and I thought, oh, that God was punishing them, but it's not funny because 100 people got hurt. But anyways, hail the size of a golf ball, 100 people got hurt in June. Is that nuts, guys? Hail in June in Colorado. We've had some weird weather. We finally got the sun out today, but man, oh man, does that happen a lot? You guys get hail in Colorado in June? Speaking of Facebook, I've gotten this story sent to me half a dozen times today. Facebook is not going to share news in Canada. Here's one thing you guys can do. You can set up a website today, and there are news aggregators where you can pull sports news, medical news, health news, fitness, local news, national news, whatever you want, political stuff, whatever you want. And the feeds will feed your site news. So you can look like you have current news, and it comes from AP and it comes from all these different sources, local newspapers, everything. Well, Canada passed a law that says, wait a second, if you have one of these sites, you have to pay the publisher now. So Facebook's like, well, you're not sharing news in our site. So it's going to be interesting because there's no news on Facebook, but does that mean I can't share news on my Facebook feed? Or is it just people in Canada can't get the news? So it's going to be interesting, but they're anticipating that you're going to see more laws like this to have people pony up and pay for things and make it more accountable for this stuff. So, it's going to be interesting. the SEC boss, Gary Gensler, he's in a little bit of a quandary right now because he had a Zoom meeting with the team at FTX in March of 2022. Sam Bankman-Fried was there, and they were talking about regulatory issues and things like that. And it's kind of weird that the head of the SEC would be meeting with an individual company, don't you think? So what they're trying to figure out is if Mr. Gensler gave special treatment to Sam Bankman-Fried. And man, oh man, if he did, it's going to be a problem. You know, it's just going to make it. You know, imagine if you could sue the SEC because you put your money into FTX. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Oh, Dan, nothing will happen. Look at this beautiful park area over here. Sit down. You've got the lake over here. I'll walk up to the lake for you. But, you know, it's really weird with these crypto exchanges, with Binance. You know, Francisco last week was talking about how he couldn't get his money out. Francisco sent me a text 2 days ago where he said, hey, Dan, great news. I finally got my money out of Binance. Now, he told me that he thought that this was FTX all over again and that he was going to hear horror stories of people that have got their money out. Now, this young man's really sharp, and he did a lot of very smart things in crypto and made money and took months off to retire, but he had only $10,000 left in Binance and wanted it out, and he got it. So there's that. That's beautiful. Kind of a nice spot, hang out. But share your thoughts, guys, because this is crazy. And you can gamble on that fight. Is this going to happen? Let me know. Fight on, fight off. Let me know in the comments because I really want to know. But I'm telling you guys, I will be there. If that thing goes, if it's, you know, on the planet Earth, okay, I'll be there. Let me know. Things wouldn't be fair if we didn't cover Tesla a little bit too. One thing that's interesting is there's a hacker out there that owns a Tesla that's been working on his Tesla and says that he figured out Elon mode, which is the mode that turns your Tesla into a self-driving vehicle. Whether this is true or not is interesting. What I always get a kick out of is people do stuff like this and just say, they can't keep it quiet, you know, oh, look what I've got. I've got Elon mode. I figured it out. So that's from Yahoo News. And CalPERS, you know, one of the largest pension companies in the world, they just got hit with an attack where 700,000 of their customers had their data stolen, which most of them are retired. So isn't that lovely? So high income people, retired, get their personal information taken, including social security numbers, addresses, date of births, everything. 700,000. So guys, this is, you know, I was at a financial institution today working on stuff for my girlfriend's estate and dealing with things similar to that. But you guys have to watch this stuff all the time right now, guys. It is out there. It's absolutely out there. So let me know if you've fallen victim to that and if you think that's a, you know, a problem or not, because I just, you know, 700,000 people. OpenTable is a reservation site for restaurants. It's actually one of the better ones. I like it better than Yelp because you don't have to sign up. Give us your email and your first name, and you can have a, you know, reservation with us. But what's happening with OpenTable is they've been a victim of scams where people will sit there and get the reservation logins. They've hacked OpenTable and found out, oh, hey, Dan's got a reservation Thursday night at the sushi place. Let's reach out to Dan and ask him for a credit card to solidify his reservation. I need the credit card, you know, the number. I need the zip code for billing. I need the V code for the back. And people are stupid enough to give that. So OpenTable issued a letter to everybody saying, do not give this information out to anybody. Do not talk to anybody about this stuff. This is horrible. Okay? Final story, which this is fantastic. There is a restaurant in Australia that has banned vegans. And the name of the place is called Fire, F-Y-R-E. The best part of this place is the chef. His name is John Mountain. That's his name, John Mountain. John Mountain says, yeah, I'm sick of it. No beef for you. Vegans stay home. You know, he's doing all these hashtags. And, you know, all we sell is meat, meat lovers only, stuff like that. But he said sales are through the roof because he doesn't want those wussy vegans in my establishment. And read the story because it's funny. And I know I'm leaving out some of the hashtags and stuff that he had come up with. And again, imagine living in this neighborhood and you got the airport right there. Isn't that nice? Might as well live in downtown LA and have the airport overhead. Don't forget our real estate class that the Economic Ninja and myself and my lifelong friend Doug put together is available now. There is a pre-sale, and as videos get completed, they've been filmed, as they get edited and put up to the site, you can save a tremendous amount right now. Use the link below to take advantage of that, and it's absolutely amazing. It's completely different. It's not just a house flipper. It's somebody who's in the industry that does the auctions and does the postings, and I think it's fantastic. Real Estate Foreclosure Pro. Please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I walked a lot today. You guys probably didn't notice that, but really winded. So anyways, onward and upward, guys. Who do you want to win? Marky Mark or Elon? Okay? Let me know. Let me know. See you guys soon.